I want to. I know this is gonna be a dump rant, and I know I gotta watch my high blood pressure. Actually, I just tested my blood pressure earlier this morning, and it was actually pretty good, except for the bottom part. I think the normal is supposed to be like 40 or something. I don't know. I gotta check again, because I don't check my blood pressure that often, and that's because I normally don't have blood pressure issues. But I'm gonna say it again. For as long as I'm in this dump, I'm getting these problems that I'm not anticipating at all, like the high blood pressure, and also the medication, like taking medication for the first time, which I never had in the history of all my 38 years living here, right? But I want to get into this, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna do my best to just, not, because look, I know I've made a lot of rants about my dump and how it's been, like, and I've done a whole lot of that over the summer. Yes, I know I've had my extreme rage, and I know some people like Eugene had to walk out because they couldn't really stand that I was just on fire like that. Like, he even asked me in one of the hangouts that I did with him if I really screamed like that, or if that was just, I don't know, if he really asked if that was just an act. And I was like, no, that was for real. I mean, I think that's just one for me to just really vent what I'm really feeling, because a lot of times, and it's been like this, and it's also apparent on Facebook every time every time I'm in that dump feeling what I'm feeling. It's just on Facebook, it's the posts, it's the number of posts that where I vented, right? Where I vented about my dumb problems. But now that I've gone into podcasting here, now if I really need to let my voice out, then that's how they know. That's how guys like him and Russ and a boss, some of the guys know. They already are able to hear my voice when I really feel, enraged or what have you. Now look, I know I've taken my rage to the extreme at times, but I mean, I'm not really being apologetic about it like that, because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be at my worst no matter what, despite what I've come across. And sorry to see so many of my ex-close friends being lost, and my friend issues being the number one issue of all time. But I'm just keeping it 100, of how I feel. Some people can say, oh yeah, well, you gotta separate work from your personal life. I know that it's as generic as anybody can say, and I get all that. I'm supposed to do that. But with the case of my dump being the non-real world workplace that it is, according to Lisa, it's like all their bullshit that I've been through, like that I've come across there, and especially with what transpired the last couple of years. Hell, with my history of all that immaturity, these immature actions, and all that stupidity that I've come across, it's why I need to turn the page. No, actually not turn the page. I need to start a new book and start clean and fresh, so I could show that I've changed in my life. I told you in the other video, in the video the other day, I can't be able to change my life if I'm still in that dump. It's hard. I can try all these new things, and at the end of the day, I'm still there. I feel like I've never changed my life despite trying new things. And to have a new job is perhaps the biggest accomplishment in my life, and until I take a step further to where I can improve my life. But until then, it's like, what's the point? With me being in this dump, it just further goes to show that my life is just stuck. And I feel like I haven't really, climbed my way out of this dark hole. Meaning I haven't really changed for the better. And it's hard. I mean, having to see the doctor for I'm not going to get my blood drawn until, what is it? Toward the end of November. Well, close to Thanksgiving, but I already know what the results are going to be. So it should not come off as a surprise to me. I'm not gonna be all shocked about it of what I think my results are gonna be, because I think I know what they are. So, you know, but it just goes to show why I'm still here. And for the most part, for as long as I'm still here, it's just been nothing but a lot of drama, and these unexpected problems that I have. Like, you know, now me taking medication because of this ongoing being mentally corrupt and to the next level, and me taking mental help, you know, and I never taken medication in my entire life until now, until just recent. This is where my life is at, dude. As far as the drama is concerned, dude, like, when it was work, it was just work. I remember all these struggles and these troubles that I've had every time I would, you know, if I would work on a work-related task, like updating a flyer, or, you know, when it comes to the graphic design aspect, like struggling how to use this tool, this and that, you know, that was all work-related, and all my troubles used to come from there, from just that. Every time I'm in that dump, I only know for the first couple of years that was all I'm getting, because, you know, Rico really pushed me to be that employee, to be that graphic designer, to really feel like I'm at work, despite all these growing pains I've gone through. That's work. When I came home, it was home. It ain't like that no more, because I don't feel like I ever belong in that stupid ass place, especially with just too much favoritism that's just is happening, and I'm being used less and less. Nobody ever makes me feel like I belong. You know, even if in some days they can treat me like, you know, they're vibing with me and all that. Just some other days where they just make me feel like I've done something wrong to them. And that's what I'm saying. Like, after what transpired the last couple of years, all the troubles I'm getting now are basically outside of my dump. Just let that sink in. The troubles that I'm coming across now, the troubles that you know, every time I get in trouble for something, it's usually outside of my dump, not in my dump, because every single day I'm in there, it's just stale. It's a stale environment with just a bunch of nothing but problem solving at this point on. It's just nuts, right? Like, it's why I just need to, you know, just sitting on a computer and having to come across like all these job listings is what I'm doing now. Even my friends are asking me, my remaining friends who still care for me, even at my extreme worst, I mean, they're asking me if I've, you know, how's my job hunting and all that. This is what the conversation is now. Going to my 13th year. My first couple of years, they were just about straight up work. All right? It was just work, you know? What I can learn here and there. Yes, I know I've had some really painful moments, but, you know, I had to still show up and, you know, just go through my day at that place when it was an actual workplace then. But now with all this BS, it's like, heck, I never seen a sales team get called out like that. I mean, why are they always getting blamed, you know, for their quote-unquote lack of efforts, when really it's just the economy, the inflation. I mean, you go back to 2023 when almost 20 people left. That's the most notable year when it comes to the downfall of this dump. Is that their fault? Yet they always want to blame them. And, you know, I remember the other day when I had the half day, you got the sales manager catching two long timers in that dump. Just you know, just a little powwow here and there. You're even like, hey, you were talking about cars, and it's just like, man, let them have their fun for Christ's sake, man. It's all because of that goddamn company president, man. It's all his fault. And that's why I can never be me. I don't have any beef with anyone, but unfortunately now with so many of these ex-close friends that I've lost, it's like friendship issues just became the number one issue. I mean, aside from all the other issues I've come across, I'm talking about all outside of this dump. It's like all these problems that I'm getting, all these troubles that I'm coming across are outside of my dump now, based on how unfair I'm being treated, based on this goddamn favoritism. Like, it's gotten to a point where a harassment letter became the worst, not only work moment of my entire life, but the worst friendship issue I've ever come across. Just let that sink in, dude. A harassment letter. Yeah, my actions are this and that. Well, unfortunately, you know, some people can say, "Oh, yeah, your behavior is just this." Yeah, my behavior is as a result of why this dump mentally corrupted me. And yeah, I know I'll fault myself too for still being there, but you know, I just don't know what could be worse than seeing that. Like, for me to to come in, sit on a computer, a normal, typical, boring ass fucking day, and then I see that. Then I see that. A harassment letter. This is unbelievable. And now it's the high blood pressure. Folks, like, I don't know what could be worse than seeing that. But this is what happens when I'm still there. I can't be the person that I am. I'm sorry. I need a new job to be a better person. And until then, my ex-close friend memorial wall is what it is. Okay? I'm sorry. I mean, I wish I could say I want to avoid so much trouble, but for as long as I'm still here, this is exactly what happens. And I'm sorry. It's for me just feeling like shit, feeling annoyed that I don't even belong, and now look at the friends that I lost. I don't even know if I want to go to Dewey's thing, man. I mean, Rush just told me about it, but Dewey did not invite me. So guess what? He's fed up with me too. I guess he started to finally realize that you know, that I've finally detached from him, and he finally saw that. So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Let him be. It's another friend that I lost after Julio, Robbie, and Andrew. I'm gone.